Largest solar car race in the Western Hemisphere. Dr. Lehman Marks is the Solar Car Challenge race director and joins us live from the track with one of the teams from California as well. Good morning. Good to see you.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate your coming out and sharing this. This is a tradition. Our Channel 4 friends have been wonderful to come out and support us. This is an incredible experience because we have schools from all across the country, high schools, that are working to do this, and it's a major competition. 4 days in the sun. It's absolutely an endurance factor as anything else.
I love the hats that they have on to protect themselves. So 36 teams, several from North Texas, right?
We're very lucky that we've got a strong contingency here. I think part of it because everyone who's in the North Texas area knows how excellent the Texas Motor Speedway is.
Yeah.
And I think that they sort of say, wouldn't it be great if we could do the same thing that some of the NASCAR people do? Yeah,
so each year the competition rotates between a closed track event at Texas Motor Speedway and a cross-country event. This is the 12th year at TMS, started back in 1993. So tell me something as we're looking at all these kids and all these cars that they're working on. How fast are these cars going to go, and how long have these kids been working on these?
The projects generally start in the summer before the event. We call it a 12 to a 15-month window. That's building their first car. Wow. Then the team will come back and they'll continue to try to bootstrap their vehicle up. I think we're looking right now at a team from Mansfield. They're called the Shine Runners, and this is like the 4th iteration of their vehicle. So they learn from what they've done and they try to improve themselves.
They're learning so much. I mean, so much about science, about engineering, about team, working with the team. I mean, there's got to be so many lessons here.
It is, and the thing I think that's so fantastic is not only do they learn all the things that we want them to, the engineering and science, but they learn the life skills that if they're not successful, then they learn how to pick themselves back up, find a solution, and be able to innovate. It's that kind of thing that not only is going to help them get into college, but once they get the degree, be able to find a job and keep it in the engineering field.
Yeah, now
we're excited about that.
There's different divisions, right? So like there's different technology used in some of the competitions?
Yes, we do have different technologies. One of them is our pure solar car with the solar cells on top. And then we have a new division that's designed to be more relevant. People always come out and ask me, when am I going to be able to buy a car with solar cells on it? Well, probably not soon, but we have another division called the electric solar-powered cars. They don't carry the solar cells on them. They have a solar power charging station, and the teams will change out their battery packs. Oh. It's an exciting thing because it requires the strategy and the skills and the practicing to make things work. Yeah. So we've got relevancy and we've got neat. You can't beat that combination.
No, definitely not. And I'm noticing they're really safe too. I mean, I see some with like roll cages and harnesses, and I mean, so they're really thinking of everything here.
We do. We have a very strong set of rules and guidelines dealing with safety. That's our most important thing. They have a roll cage that the youngster sits in. They have a roll bar to protect them. The different ways that we maintain them in there with a 5-point harness. So yes, we want to make sure that they are protected in the event something would happen. But we don't have things happen because these kids are going to be trying to drive from 9 to 5. They get an hour off for lunch, but they get a chance to actually get out there and run as far as they can. That means they're not going to be running that fast. The winning team will probably average 28 to 30 miles an hour. Wow. Now, as a science teacher, that's how fast I think kids ought to drive.
I agree. Maybe some of us adults, too. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
We always love Channel 4 coming out and covering us. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Very impressive there. And as we mentioned, several teams from our area coming up in the next hour. We're actually going to talk to a senior at Capella High School about her team's car, so we'll get more details about that. We'll also put a link to the Solar Car Challenge on fox4news.com.